Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Whole Again, the show that's here in support of the person you're becoming and your desire to live a meaningful life. And you might know that this is a big year for me. I'm celebrating my 25th anniversary of my last bad day, the day that sparked all of this. And one way I'm celebrating is that I'm sharing a bit of wisdom every Friday. Now, I'm under no delusions that every bit of wisdom I share is going to land for you. I believe when it comes to creating a meaningful life, we all have our own Toll House cookie recipe. Yes, there are some basic ingredients, but beyond those basic ingredients, we all put our own flair to it. So if a tip or a bit of wisdom makes sense to you and you wish to include it into your recipe, then awesome sauce. But if it's a bit outside, just a bit outside, or tastes a little funny, well, just leave it behind. Leave it on the counter. I'll come back with a new tip the following week. This is all designed to help you create your own recipe so you can step into your own definition of what it means to live a meaningful life. And this week, we're up to tip number 31. We're more than halfway done with 2026. Now, I'll start off with a question. When it comes to thinking about your own recovery or maybe your own growth and development, do you see it as a straight line up and to the right, like a PowerPoint slide? If you feel like that's the way it's supposed to be because that's the story you've been told, then in this episode or this tip of wisdom, I want to share a different perspective with you because I don't think up and to the right exists for anyone or really almost anything because life is a bit bumpy. So this growth mindset tip is recovery and growth isn't an up and to the right kind of straight line. Now, as you know, I first learned this during my recovery from my last bad day. And over the last year, I've been given the opportunity to learn it all over again. You see, 1 year ago today, as I record this, I was clotheslined by a low-hanging, unmarked utility cable on a normal bike ride. In fact, if you can see the video, there I am, waiting for the EMS crew to arrive. That cable threw me down like a rag doll, and I broke my femur in 5 places, plus I had other injuries. And in the months since, over the last 12 months, my recovery has not been up and to the right. Some days, some weeks, well, I've made real progress, and other days, well, not so much. As they say, life be lifing. It's been filled with frustration and feeling like I'm taking steps backwards, not forwards. And here's why this tip matters so much, because it sounds like, well, that's how it should be. That's a little bit of the story we've been sold by social media. And we start to tell ourselves that story, but if it doesn't go that way, then the story we tell ourselves is that we're failing. And that story is wrong, but it is a convincing one, especially in those lonely moments where you just want to feel better or you want to reach the next level. The thing is, all those social media influencers make it look so easy, don't they? Because what they share with you are just the highlight reels, the high moments, not the tough moments of recovery and growth. Recovery does move in a direction, but it's not a straight line. It's bumpy, it's lumpy, it's twisty. Some days you do gain, you make progress. And some other days you just hold steady, but you'll have days where you might lose a little, or you might have to start all over again. And all of that combined, that's healing, that's growth, that's development. And this is why grace is so important. I came up with an acronym called GRACE during my initial recovery. Grace lets us stop grading each individual day as an imaginary straight line that was never realistic to begin with. We give ourselves compassion when we extend grace. I personally believe that we could all offer ourselves more grace and each other if we did I think we'd have a more connected society. We can still make progress. We can still grow and develop. We can do all that, but we can do it in a better way. So here's how to put this to work. You can simply pick one area of your life right now where you're in some type of recovery or rehab. Maybe it's physical, maybe it's emotional, or maybe it's professional. You want to reach the next level, or maybe you're going after a big, hairy, audacious goal. This week, instead of charting your progress or asking yourself, how much further did I move today? Ask a different question. The R in my GRACE acronym is reflecting or reframing. So this question is more of a R, part of the GRACE model, reframe. Ask yourself, did I stay in the process today? Or did I stay in the process this week? Staying in the process, showing up, doing the work, and having an honest conversation with ourselves, that's the real marker of progress. Trust that. It's not about some imaginary line on some chart that some app can draw for you. Recovery or getting to the next level is bumpy and messy, as I've mentioned. When you trust the process, I'm confident that you'll look back and see how much progress you've actually made. As always, thanks for listening. Thank you for being part of our community. I hope you're checking out our new series, A Perfectly Imperfect Union. I'll have another episode of that series for you tomorrow on Saturday. And of course, I'll have all new episodes of Whole Again for you next week. But until then, remember to celebrate your scars as golden symbols of your strength and resilience. And don't forget to have fun. Storm in the castle. And if you wish to learn more about creating beautiful ripples and how to prevent a bad moment from turning into a bad day, please visit my website, michaelobrienshift.com, and sign up for my newsletter called The Ripple Effect. And join us each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here at Whole Again and discover how you can heal, grow, and become more resilient. And celebrate our scars as golden symbols of strength and resilience. Until then, remember, you can always come back to your breath. You've got this, and we've got you.